All right, Tower Maniacs, we got some hot goss off the gossip press, but I'm going to be honest. I'm getting Harkle fatigue. I am sick of talking about them. They keep doing stuff. We keep delivering. So word on the street is that Meghan was hitting up Jeff Bezos for a role in the Bond movie. Now, Amazon owns the James Bond world at this point. So she was looking to be a 50-year-old Bond girl, never heard of before, breaking molds again. Also, there is some hot goss that they just showed up at Kris Kardashian's party and a call had to be made to Jeff Bezos, who said, yes, let them in because Harry is there. And also somebody wants to know if Lauren let Meghan anywhere near Jeff. We're going to unpack all this in just a second. Welcome back, my Tarot Maniacs. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. In this video, we are still talking about Meghan Markle, but we're talking about Jeff Bezos as well. So, as you all know, unless you've been living under a rock, Meghan Markle and Harry, Prince Extraordinaire, showed up last weekend at Kris Jenner's birthday party after the baby to baby that they went to go hang out with Serena Williams. So, everybody's asking, were they a +1? Did they just crash it? What did they do? And in that reading, I think they just kind of sidled over with some of the other people from baby to baby. But let's see if a phone call needed to be made to the boss upstairs. Now, remember, this party was done at the Kardashian. This was a party for Kris Jenner. You guys corrected me. She goes by Kris Jenner. I thought she started going by Kardashian again after the divorce, but I stand corrected. I don't watch their show. I really don't know. So let's see if a phone call had to be made. We're going to pull that card view. As I do that, please hit the like button. And if you want your own magical reading with me, there will be a link in the description and pinned below. So you can book with me either on Calendly for my regularly scheduled things or Hypsy. We're testing out the Hypsy app for the next few months. So we want to see how well we do with that. And I hope to see some of you guys on my schedule. So let's talk about Bezos and Meghan Markle. Bringing up that card view right now. Hope you're having a magical day yourself. And let's giddy up, Buttercup. So did Meghan and Harry call up from the gate? Did security have to call up and ask Bezos, I've got Prince Harry and Meghan Markle here. Would you like them to attend the party? Was that done? I don't think it was done at the gate. I think it was done through other, not at the gate. They did beg to get in, though. So I think that some of their friends that told them to come along after the baby to baby, I think they said, don't worry about it. We'll get you in. Everyone will be so excited that you're here, Prince Harry. Everyone knows what fun you are, especially when you're in Vegas playing billiards. So I do think that they had some people call up to Jeff and Lauren on their behalf. What was Jeff's response to that? In actuality, we know that he said, yeah, sure thing, come on in. But how was he feeling about that particular moment? I'm going to move my phone so it doesn't cause any interference. What was Jeff really thinking when the Harkles came a-knocking? Oh, God, not these two. Oh, they're going to be a bit much. Did he put any contingency plans into place? Two of Swords, Knight of Swords, and Six of Swords. So there was a contingency plan put into place in case they got too close to him or Lauren. There were some assistants and people around them that were instructed to defray the situation. if necessary. So to kind of steer them out of the way. What was Lauren Sanchez, the newly minted Mrs. Jeff Bezos? What was she thinking about Harry? Oh, that, ooh, you saw me shuffle. Same thing, right? And Meghan. That's interesting because she sees Meghan as a survivor and a woman who is going to lock down her legacy no matter what. So I think Lauren Sanchez does have a bit of an interesting perspective on Meghan Markle. Curious. Harry, she feels sorry for. And she sees that this marriage is going to be devastating to his Q rating, his personal PR, his personal branding, his personal reputation. This marriage is going to sink him. But I think she also finds him problematic. That his upbringing has made him quite snobbish and quite distasteful, not really loving him. Hopeful she was at one time that he would establish a new future. And I think she does think that there's potential there. Meghan she sees as divisive, revolutionary, but not in a good way. Revolutionary in the sense that she's building a legacy out of someone else's legacy, that she's transferring that legacy to herself. Just for fun, what does Lauren think is going to happen? Because that's kind of an interesting perspective. What does Lauren think Meghan, what does Lauren think is going to become of this couple? Continued bad press, continued lack of allegiance. Brand is dead in the water. They need to separate. And when they do that, they both latch more into their past personas. So I do think she is under the impression that Meghan can be a success if she leans more into the TIG, like I've been saying for the last few years. Oddly enough, she does not have that much hope for Harry. I think Harry just really doesn't prove to be anything. So if this was their impression at the beginning of the party, when they were knocking on that door, what was Jeff and Lauren's perspective after the party? After the love is gone, we used to be right as wrong. What did they both think of Harry? Oh, they feel sorry for him. They feel sorry for him because all of the wishes are dashed on the rocks. He is not living up to any expectation that he had for himself or that anyone else had for him. So he's not fulfilling the destiny that was set before him. And it does feel as if they're like, God, what a waste. What a waste of fortune and opportunity. What a waste of privilege in this sense. Remember, Jeff Bezos has really brought himself up from nothing. He really was quite the regular person before he started with books. Like, good idea. Started with books. They don't see much of a future for him. And they don't see him learning from his mistakes. What do they think of Meghan? She is a secret keeper and hyper ambitious. She will wait in the weeds until her time is right to jump out, make her split, and sees all of the opportunities that will be available to her after the split. So that's something I think that is very interesting, that she is going to jump ship and make the most out of it. So let's talk about this crazy role that she's playing on an Amazon movie. How did Jeff, I'm not going to ask about Lauren, but how did Jeff feel about this role? How did he feel about her work in the movie? Playing herself again, playing herself. She doesn't have it. She doesn't have the acting chops. She's not going to be able to extended dance remix this particular vocation. She's just not. It's not going to happen. What about the pitch for a Bond role? What's Jeff think about that? Not going to happen. He'll let her down easy, but he's going to tell her that there are other things that she should be doing, and she is not looking with a clear heart. So acting is probably not her thing. She just hasn't done the work on this. So it's probably not her thing. But I do think that there's going to be a deal, and this is going to be a psychic prediction. So do I still have my psychic prediction? I guess not. I think I got rid of it. Psychic prediction. I do think that he is going to try and distribute some of her as ever stuff. As much as she wants it to be this, accessible luxury brand, as much as she wants it to be that, I think she winds up hooking up with Amazon and letting Amazon do some of the distribution for her. I don't think it's what she wants, but Target is not knocking. Any of the big brand names, Macy's, what other shops are there? Costco, I don't even know. Neiman Marcus, Neiman Marcus is not calling. Marks and Spencer's is not calling. Harrods is not calling. No one is calling. No one wants these products in there. The Mother Goose or Mother Bookstore, whatever that place is in Montecito, they let her do the one-day thing. Let's just for fun see how she did with that. Let's see how she did with her sales in the Mother Love bookstore, Mother Goose bookstore, whatever it was. I don't even know. I do think that there were some sales, but I don't think they're sustainable sales. I think people were being polite. And I do think that she was there kind of asking people to make purchases, working the sale. I think she was working the sale. So, interesting. Let's see what happens. See what happens. See what happens. So, are we going to see as ever products popping up on your Amazon feed? Are we going to see that? Temperance. She's fighting it. She does not want to do it. She feels it's too cheap. She doesn't want to do it. Feels like Temu to her. So is that a mistake on her part? No, because I don't think that it's going to sell on Amazon either. I think she's going to have some difficulty replenishing the pot after this particular production run. So I think that's all I'm going to say about that for now. Final question. Did Lauren allow Meghan anywhere near Jeff Bezos? Did she allow Meghan anywhere near Jeff Bezos? Absolutely not. What did she do to make that not happen? There was always somebody in the waiting. Somebody else wanted to talk to Jeff. Let's go. Jeff, I'm sorry, we got to go. So-and-so was over here waiting for us. Mark Zuckerberg wants to talk. He's wearing his meta glasses. I think there was always someone who was waiting in the wings and, hey, are you doing okay? Do you need a drink? I'll get one of the waiters to get you a drink. But in the meantime, I'm not going to be standing here holding your hand. Certainly the Bezoses were not making a simmer pot to serve to their guests. They weren't doing that. No simmer pots. Mulled cider contains no actual cider. I think that there was a lot of shuffling around. Did Meghan try and get in his ear? Did Meghan try to get in his ear? Yeah, there were a lot of people keeping him out of her clutches. He was just out of the claw, So she was super disappointed about that. But why wouldn't she be? Everything she does is not magic. Every little thing she does doesn't turn me on. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you think that Meghan really did pitch the Bond girl role for herself. Let me know if you think that Jeff Bezos was like, gads, no, we're not going to do that. Let me know. Let me know what you think. And let me know if you want to see some other readings, because all of my content really is generated by you guys with your thoughts and comments and your suggestions that are in the comment section. So I really appreciate it. My content is driven by you guys, and we're fast approaching 7,800 today. So at recording, we're just under 7,800. So we are going to get to that 8,000 before Christmas, hopefully before New Year's, before the end of the year. I would love to finish up really, really strong. So hope to see some of the new names that have joined the channel in the last 24 hours in the chat. I will see you in the future.